Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about 10 things that we wish we knew before we moved to Vietnam. So number one is definitely going to be the visa process. It's called e-visa and you have to have that paper when you check in. We recommend for you to apply at least 2 weeks in advance because sometimes if you don't input your name right or you don't take your photo right, it will get delayed and it won't get accepted right away. So that actually happened to me, and I had to pay a visa agency to expedite it. It costed me about $50, and it was just because my flight was in 2 days, and I still didn't get it, even though I applied like 2 weeks ahead of time. Number two is going to be sun protection. So if you're gonna be here for a while, like more than a month, 2 months, definitely bring your own big bottle of sunscreen because I've noticed that a lot of sunscreens out here have bleaching properties, so skin lining and stuff like that. So I brought mine from the States just because I noticed that in Asia it's a bit hard to get sunscreen that's just like regular sunscreen. So definitely recommend that. And also bring long sleeves and long pants just to cover from the sun. If you're out, you can take it off. We actually went to a store and we bought sun's protection clothing, like SPF clothing. It's really, really nice and super, super light. You don't even get any hotter than how it would be. And definitely recommend because the sun out here really, really burns. If you're out for like 15-20 minutes with no sun protection, you will definitely burn and it will hurt. Number three is going to be shopping for clothes. I have noticed that whenever I go into like boutique stores and like little cute shops, the sizes are really, really small. They usually carry extra small or smalls, sometimes mediums. I even went to a plus size store and that's where they had XL, but I didn't even see 1X, 2XL. So I think it's just the sizes are going to be a lot smaller. So even me, I'm usually like a 2 or a 4 in the US. Like I could not fit the jeans that they have out here, and even like the way that the clothes are made, like the arms are a lot thinner. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge to shop for clothes in Vietnam. So I definitely recommend to just shop at H&M or like any other Western store, or getting them handmade because they are cut to your body and your sizes. So I think that would be the easiest way to shop in Vietnam. Number four is going to be the scooters. I think that was a bit of a shock the very first time we traveled to Vietnam, just because there's just so many scooters. Crossing the street is a bit of a challenge, but it's like organized chaos and it just works really, really well for the country. So everyone drives a scooter. Definitely get your international driver's license so that if you have any problems with the police or if you get stopped, you have that to back you up. But so far we are in Da Nang and we haven't had any problems with police or anything, and driving has been actually very pleasant. That city isn't as crowded or as congested, I would say, with traffic. Number five is going to be the currency. The currency is actually in the thousands. So when you're paying for something, it's going to cost you like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. It sounds like a lot of money, but it's actually not that much. 25,000 Vietnamese dong is about $1 USD. So if you're paying 30,000, it's you're paying a little over $1. At first we were taken aback, but people have been really honest, and sometimes we made mistakes and we would give them more than what it actually costed, and they would actually give us the money back and tell us no, it's this much. So very glad that people have been honest and like have helped us to like get used to the currency. But within like a week, even less, probably a couple of days, it worked out fine. Number six is going to be the amount of vegetarian and vegan food that we actually found. It was actually very surprising to see all the options that you can have, and it's one of the countries that we have lived in that has one of the most variation in vegan and vegetarian food, a lot of alternative meats. It has been a really, really cool experience. I just wish we knew that sooner, to be honest, because we would have moved sooner. So thank you, Vietnam, for that. Number seven is going to be coffee. So we did not know how good the coffee was going to be out here and how many options we would have for coffee. We were not coffee lovers, but Vietnam has definitely turned us into coffee addicts. We love coconut coffee, salted coffee. It's like one of the best coffees that we have tried anywhere that we have been so far. It's definitely an addiction, and it is so, so affordable. For a big cup of coffee, it can cost you like $2 or less depending on where you go. And the stands are everywhere. There's so many coffee shops where you can just go sit, work on your computer, just hang out there. Vietnam is known to have the best coffee in the world. And ever since we got here, we get coffee every morning. We get coconut coffee. That's going to be the staple. So definitely try coconut coffee, salted coffee, and egg coffee. Those are like the best coffees that you're gonna try. Number 8 is going to be SIM card. So usually when you arrive in Vietnam, there's a lot of stands at the airport, but we have found that when you buy it outside of the airport, it's a lot cheaper, and it's also a lot cheaper than having eSIMs. We only use eSIM cards from Iralo, and we only use them for certain countries since sometimes it is cheaper than buying a physical SIM card. But for Vietnam, it's cheaper to buy a physical SIM card at a SIM card stand. It usually costs us about 100K Vietnamese dong, which translates to about $4 USD, and that's what we have used every single month that we have been out here. We go back to the same place and refill it, so you always have service with your phone and you can use it anywhere in all of Vietnam, and the service is really, really good. So definitely get your SIM cards once you arrive here if you're planning to stay long term. It's gonna be a lot cheaper and a lot easier. Number 9 is going to be Grab. We use Grab for everything. If we need to get somewhere, you can either book a scooter or you can book a car. You can get food delivery. There is so much that you can do. You can even do groceries. So we didn't know how fast and reliable Grab is, but it is definitely one of the fastest services that we've encountered in Southeast Asia. We were in Thailand for a little bit, and the Grab took a lot longer than they do out here. Even for food deliveries, for pickups, it was like very slow. So definitely download the Grab app before you leave your country and input all your card details and everything, because you will use it. It's so convenient, it's so easy to use, easy to navigate, and it's really reliable and it's really, really fast. Number 10 is going to be Facebook group for activities. So we weren't really that much on Facebook, but we noticed once we started traveling that Facebook groups are a big thing, especially out here. And you can find groups that play tennis, groups that do yoga on the beach, groups that hang out for game nights. And we have joined a couple of those, and we actually have Friday night game nights. We've played tennis before. You just get to meet people, and it's also a good community for finding vegetarian foods or finding different activities that Vietnam has to offer. And there's definitely groups per city. So we are currently based in Da Nang, and there is a Da Nang group, and they just tell you activities happening or news reports or things that you should be in on the know that you wouldn't otherwise if you're just on your own traveling. So definitely look into joining Facebook groups of expats or digital nomads in Da Nang. That's usually the title that you're gonna see. It's definitely worth it to check them out. So those are some of the things that we wish we knew before we moved out to Vietnam. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.